Hi, Starter Nimrod here. I know I've not made a video for a while, but I've had two broken webcams. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the new Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition, because recently I've been playing 3.5, because that's initially every D&D gamer will see that as the best edition, but recently I went to Waterstones and for like £10 they had the sort of starter edition of 4E. So I bought it, gave it a go. It comes with the die, character tokens, dungeon master guide, you know, standard stuff, and well, I've never liked fourth edition, truth be told, because basically, the way I see it, Dungeons & Dragons is the mother of all RPGs, or the father, however you want to look at it. I mean, I know before, what was so great about it is it took like its influence from classic high fantasy like Lord of the Rings, you know, that kind of thing, and the gaming from Chainmail, which is also a product of Wizards of the Coast. But essentially, be it video games or tabletop games, the battle sequences, storylines, even if it's changed around a bit, you know, essentially that model of how the gameplay and the structure is, it's all based around D&D, um, so it obviously has a reputation to uphold, and I think 4th edition slanders that name, and I know a lot of people agree. Now, here's why. If I wanted to play World of Warcraft, I would play World of Warcraft. Okay, and this is a bit too much, you know, like, WoW for me. And I know that sounds insane, but this is what happened with Blizzard, and again, this is another opinion, but it's held by a wide community of people. Um, they thought that Blizzard had ruined World of Warcraft, and I kind of agree. Gameplay is now too easy. They change the classes. They fiddle with so much stuff that now they've basically made it so all the noobs can play and really get into it, and you know, they're just doing it for the money, and they've completely forgot how they have this great game with all these players, and people are getting really ticked off about it. And this is the same. They've made it so any just anyone can play, and I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, I want everyone to be able to play because I want people to experience the greatness of D&D like I do. But the problem is that now it's just it's not the same, because with 3.5 you had more detail. You had a lot, like, it was a lot better um, in terms of, you know, the complexity and monsters and the actual system used. It went into a lot more detail, and yeah, D&D can at first seem like but you know, once you get into it, I mean, first game that I played, I kind of, I didn't, I knew all the basics, kind of, and so all I needed was like to be reminded about when to roll the die, but essentially I just went along with it, and I kind of got away with it, but it's such fun to play, and I know that at first it seems really hard, but nothing worth doing is easy, and sometimes I think, yeah, what if you just had, like, you know, the whole storytelling role-playing element, and then, you know, but sometimes it seems like there's a lot of rolling, and yeah, where's the point in this rolling, but essentially it all, um, that all the rules are there to make the game as good for the players as it can be, and I think with 4E they have really dropped the ball, the gameplay is nowhere as good. I mean, if you do set adventures, they're not imaginative. They've used everything. The thing about fantasy is you can just imagine, use your imagination. That's why fantasy, you can come up with anything, anything and everything, because it's fantasy. You have to have a good imagination, and they, I mean, Gary Gygax, he was like the Tolkien of the 70s. Okay, he had this amazing imagination, but he understood rules and maths and logic, and he brought these two elements and put them together and made this brilliant game that so many people love. But I think now, whoever runs Wizard of the Coast is a bit of a PR man, because this isn't the work of a natural born storyteller. This is the work of a PR man, a businessman, and probably one who spent most of his life in his basement. Oh, this game's so great, but he was still thinking from a business point of view. But he forgot about what Dungeons and Dragons is all about, and well, basically that's why I don't like 4th edition. I never will, never have, and never will. So to the one person who does subscribe to my videos, I think that's probably my friend Dan. I think, yeah, that's basically what I think of 4th edition. But, I mean, sure, you have, and also the problem is the character tokens and pictures in the player handbook, they're nowhere as imaginative as in the 3rd edition. These are some of the character tokens. Nothing new really, nothing imaginative, and especially in the player handbook they've really let loose with the character drawings. And if you're trying to match up character drawings to, tokens, it is just, mad. So, yeah, that's what I think. Pikachu agrees. Word. So this is, Darth Nimrod. Yeah, and that's signing out. Bye.